Kubiak, and obviously you had a great year last year. You're even better this year. What aspects of your game do you feel you've improved this year, and how much have you improved?
Yeah. After last season, I really wanted to really just watch film and look at the things that I needed to focus on or I felt that I was weak at. And those are things like explosion, getting more explosive off the ball, better releasing, and just getting in and out of my breaks at the top of my routes. So I felt like I'm doing a pretty good job at those things, definitely getting better at those things and trying to find new ways to, better myself.
Justin, the sack rate for this team has gone way down from where it was last year. Is there something that you've noticed for why there have been so many fewer sacks?
Um, Not really. But I mean, my position, I don't really look at the O line as much. But I mean, they don't get as much credit as they should. So they have been doing an excellent job this year, especially from last year. What you're saying from the sack radius, but I mean, they've been eating.
Hey Justin, when you have a fullback like CJ who can be a running back or be a pass catcher out of the backfield, I guess just how does that help you guys on offense to be able to open things up?
It helped us a lot, especially with the play action and getting him to the flats quick and making some extra yardage. So he's definitely been killing it. He's been killing it ever since I got here. We call him the Hammer for a reason. Just going down, blocking for Dalvin, blocking for Kirk. So he's been doing a great job for us.
Justin, you're 68 yards shy of breaking Odell Beckham's record for most yards in a receiver's first two NFL seasons. I mean, what would it mean to top him, considering your admiration for him over the years, etc.?
Yeah, yeah, it's gonna mean a lot. I remember last year I was talking to him right before I broke the receiving record last year. So it's gonna be excited to top his name again. Just the connection that we have together. It's definitely an honor to be listed up with the greats that are up there.
When it comes to playing on the Chicago field, obviously you didn't have issues with it last year, but it's sort of well known late in the season for being a little messy. Like, how does that change, or does that change anything versus playing at US Bank Stadium, for example?
Nah, I played on some bad fields before in my career, so uh, just like you said, I played there last year too, so it won't be that bad. I just know I need to, keep my feet under me, make sure I ain't getting too wide with my feet to make me slip or anything. So I'm ready to go out there and just give it my best.
AJ's gonna be unintended targets and like the long plays to go with it, like that touchdown against the Steelers. What does that do for you when he's getting getting looks from Kirk? I mean, is that helping you in a certain circumstance?
Yeah, I mean, once Adam go down, people mostly look towards me. Don't think that we have another threat on our team. So for KJ to step up and make those big plays, have Kirk, trust him to give him the ball, different situations. So it's definitely good to have him on the other side. Miri Marset coming up and making some big plays for us this upcoming game. So we got some guys to step up, and that's what we need to do. We need to have everybody making plays whenever the ball is thrown their way, and it's good to have KJ.
Justin, what did you see from Jalen Johnson and how he played against Devontae Adams last week?
Yeah, I seen a couple man-to-man plays. I mean, Devontae is definitely a hard person to cover. Everybody has tough times with him. So just looking at that, just having confidence in that, just be him on the man-on-man. I'm pretty sure they're gonna try to play a little press and give Kirk a little pressure too. So definitely ready for that.
Justin, there were a handful of deep balls in the Pittsburgh game that were just off your fingertips. I mean, is there anything you replay when you think back through those that you would maybe do differently or track it differently, anything like that?
All the time. Every single throw that I don't complete or I almost complete it. But I mean, that's the difficult plays. That could be one catch over, that I can get over 100, or one catch I'll have another touchdown. So those are definitely tough, especially when I think about them. But the past is the past. You just gotta move on and make sure next time, we connect on those type of throws.
You give yourself a little of grace though, when you can like look back at the film and be like, that was a circus catch, the second one. No,
Never.
you got to make it.
Yes.
You got to grow a couple inches even in those moments.
Fingers got to get longer. Yeah, I always think that I got to make those type of plays, especially when I touch it, you know.
You moved in college to different spots, but it's more season to season of a change, you know, different positions. But you've moved a lot this season to kind of so teams can't key on you as much. So I was just curious as to what you've enjoyed about being able to move around and how that your past experience has helped that transition this year.
Yeah, I mean, it's always good to be versatile, being able to be in the slot, being able to be outside. And, I mean, that just helps me out with, you know, different cloud coverages, being bracketed, being double teamed. So being able to be in motion, moving to different spots, that allows me to, you know, escape the double team, escape the cloud coverage. So, I mean, doing that is definitely good for my game, being versatile. But me being able to switch in college, from outside to slot definitely helped me out now, you know, just being able to know those slot routes, knowing how to read the coverages, read the zone reads, especially with the linebackers and safeties. So it definitely helped me out by moving to slot my last year in college.
You were a Pro Bowl selection last year. Are you thinking about raising the ante this year, that you should be maybe first team All-Pro this year?
Hopefully. That's definitely what I want to do. That's one of the things that I wanted to, you know, accomplish this season, especially out getting second team pro last year.
When it comes to reading coverages like you were talking about, like at what point were you comfortable doing that? Like, was that kind of a thing that happened quick for you last year, or has it been different this year where you sort of like, oh, okay, I've seen this a bunch of times before?
Yeah, that last one. I mean, me being able to switch in the slot, my last year of college, I mean, we pretty much had a NFL style offense at LSU. So that kind of, you know, got me ready to look at the schemes and read coverages, you know, when I got to the league. During the combine, you know, just them asking me different questions about, you know, reading zone coverages, different things really. So I was able to answer those questions easily.
Justin, Patrick Peterson talked earlier about, you know, watching the games and rooting for Dallas last week to pin a loss in Washington with the playoff race. How much are you kind of watching the games and paying attention to the playoff race and the scenarios and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I've been doing the same thing. You know, watching those key games to, you know, boost us up in the playoffs. So I definitely been watching those games that we need. But I mean, it's all on us at the end of the day. We shouldn't have ourselves in this situation. All of those close games that we lost, that we should have won. So all of those things, we should not be in this position. But it is what it is, and all we can do is just go out there and win those games that we have left.
Are there any wide receivers you enjoy watching a lot right now when you get a chance to watch games?
Yeah, I love watching Odell, of course. You know, Devontae Adams, Cooper Kupp has been killing it. You know, been getting a lot of targets a game. Who else? I definitely love Keenan Allen. I was watching him last night. So I've definitely been keeping an eye on a couple of receivers that I enjoy watching.
Is this COVID situation a little unnerving just when you see around the league where, I mean, someone like you is vaccinated, like there are a lot of players who are vaccinated just getting bit right now and could potentially be affecting games, affecting depth charts. Is it, I don't know if nervous is the right word, you guys live through it, but how do you feel about it?
Yeah, it's definitely tough, especially recently with the outbreak that's going on around the league. But I mean, I'm confident in the protocols that we have. We've been doing a great job. Sugar has been doing a great job with making sure we're wearing our masks, having our trackers on us, and you know, we know the protocols. So it's cool. I mean, I know to wear my mask, not be around people too closely. You know, I haven't had another incident since the first time I got COVID before the season. So I think I'm doing a pretty good job.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.